Welcome to another episode of Ask Me Anything. Today I will be answering questions that you've submitted on interim management. According to the Interim Management Association, interim management is the rapid provision of senior executives to manage change or transition. For example, think about a situation where the CEO has suddenly fallen ill. The chairperson realises that the existing senior leadership team is too inexperienced to run the company. This leaves the chair and the board a very serious decision to make. Do they hire a new CEO? Do they appoint one of the inexperienced leaders to run the business whilst the CEO is ill? Or should they appoint an interim? And this is where interim management really comes into its own. Look, there are many differences between an interim manager and a management consultant. However, both are great solutions dependent on the problem that you're facing and trying to solve. Three of the main points that often come up when we have conversations with clients are, number one, cost. It's often cheaper to hire an interim manager than it is a management consultant. After all, an individual doesn't have the same cost base that a consulting company does. The second one is often based on personal attributes, and it's person versus company in essence. If you hire an interim, you are getting an individual and the skills and competencies that they bring with that to the role. If you hire a management consulting firm, you're hiring a brand with individuals who will have skills and competencies, but they may not be the exact same skills and competencies that you're looking for. The third one is often really around strategy, and with an interim, the individual will often look at the strategy and then stay through to the execution and help you with the implementation of that. When it comes to consulting firms, they will often look at the strategy but not necessarily the execution. There are various different situations which call for the need to hire an interim. I guess most importantly, is there an urgent need to have somebody do something which you don't necessarily have the skills for in-house at that moment in time? Or you do have the skills but you don't have the availability of people to do it. An interim is available to hire immediately and can start pretty quickly normally, and therefore you can solve a problem pretty quickly by hiring an interim. It may be that you do have internal resource, but you just don't have it available fast enough with the required skills and competency to make things happen. It may be that you require some objectivity, somebody from outside the organisation who will not be afraid to scrutinise plans and ask difficult questions. Another good example of when you should hire an interim is perhaps maternity leave. If somebody's going to be out of the business for a period of time and you know that a project needs doing, it's often in the best interest of the business to have somebody come on board who can hold the ship whilst we wait for the individual to return. Thanks for watching today's episode. As always, if you've got any questions you would like us to answer, please feel free to contact me via the contact form on our website, via LinkedIn, or via Twitter.